Peace, everybody. What's up? What's up? How's everybody doing? It is, get that out of my face. It is what? Thursday, June the 8th, 8 days into the month of June already. We already 8 days in. 8 days. Next you know, we'll be 30 days, and then we'll be July 1st and July 2nd, and then it'll be August and September and December for the New Year's money ritual. You know what? I got a question. Today is Thursday Q&A. I got a question for everybody. What would you like to see happen for the New Year's ritual? Should we do a event where we get together, maybe possibly do a seminar? Then after this, we celebrate and bring in the New Year's ritual in person for December 31, coming into January 1. Who has some ideas? Shoot me an email at hindsight1027 at gmail. Let's see. Hindsight10 at gmail. There was a time when first started this issue, we do the New Year's event, get dressed up in tuxes and stuff like that. Who's down for that? Celebrating in style, in class, looking and being wealthy. I think it's time to do that for 2023. I mean, after the time I'm having this year with all of the, challenges, I think it's time to come out and really celebrate in unity and make it a special one. If anybody's down for that and got any ideas, or even have a venue where we can do it at, where we could do the ritual, because you're burning stuff. You can't just do it in a hotel or anything. You need this place, an outdoor space, to be able to do that. Who's got some ideas? Shoot me an email. Now, before I get into what I want to talk about, I'm still waiting for the ancestors to download the information into my mind, into my consciousness. Ancestors, please help me. The God within me, bring out the message for tonight. Today was a particularly busy day for me because I had to route my boys. Both of them are in the truck. One is training to get his new truck so he can get on the road. So his older brother is training him. Right now, they headed up to Buffalo, New York. That's their first stop. And they got another stop in another part of New York. They're heading towards the smoke. The rate was too good to give up. So they're going there. No fear. So I was dealing with that. Then I had my guitar lessons today. And I wanted to practice because I didn't get a chance to practice all week. I was working on the truck, got the second truck ready. E-tracks in, everything is in there. He's ready to go. Once my younger son is ready, that's his truck. He's going to get it. It's good to get your children involved in a business. It's work, it's work, but it's good. Help them become prosperous and mold them. Parenting does not stop because your kids become adults. We still got to guide them and give them, advice and look out for them, because you know how it was when you were young. You didn't always make good choices, good decisions. So it's good. I know that this company is going to be a multi-million-dollar company. It is already. The goal is to have multiple trucks by the end of the year. We've actually had 4 trucks in this company. We had the very first one in Ahmed. We got that first one. Then we got the second one, which, we bought that used from Ryder. That lasted 2 weeks on the road, and it blew up on us. And not literally blew up. It just shut down on my son, running a load. and or going, yeah, he was actually running the load, going, I think he was going to Tennessee or Alabama one. Um, how we got the second truck, that truck went down, and the guy who came to pick up had it had some information on the back of a company that lease out trucks. So I called him. A couple of weeks later, we was in there with the brand new truck. We've already put shoot, 13,000 miles on it. It's already had its first preventative maintenance on it. That truck right now got 13,219. I'm looking at the tracking. The new one has about 800 because he had to drive it from New York. You know, what I mean, Rhode Island, New York, and went a couple of places. And he brought it here, so it's here with me. So yeah, where was I? So that's why I wasn't really ready to talk about anything. I'm waiting for the download to come. It's coming. I feel it. I feel feel it coming on. Uh so today is a Q&A night. So if you got questions, you want to ask your questions, the link is in. I just put the link in the chat. The link is in the description to get on Telegram. I have a Telegram, live Telegram stream going right now where you can get in live, and I'll open up your mic and your questions will be asked live on air. Everybody can hear them, hear your questions. So don't be shy. I'm trying to build this up, keep that going where you guys can get in and actually talk to me like old school when I was on Blog Talk. I missed that. I was listening. I played some old shows from back in the day. We used to have people coming in. Tons of people used to call in and ask their questions. I kind of got away from that. I'm going back. Y'all want to know something? Stop emailing me trying to get free consultations. Come and get the free consultation, the free questions asked on the air, live YouTube. Ask them. Now, if you know me from the old days when you ask questions, I'm straight up. Don't call me with no nonsense. I'm gonna call it out. I'm gonna call it out. Okay. So ask your questions. Now, back to what I was saying in the beginning. The year's gonna listen, the days are gonna go by regardless. They're gonna go by. Now, the choice you got with the days you have, with the days that are gonna just go by anyway, the choice you have is what are you gonna do with those days as they go by? Are you gonna continue to do the things that you did before? The things you did before that pretty much yielding you these results that you don't like? Or are you gonna make a choice to do something different, do something better? Are you? I mean, you don't have to change anything if you like what you see right now. If you're okay with how your life is, if you okay with it being the same thing day in, day out, nothing different. This is not for you. This is for the person who yearns for purpose in their life, looking for a purpose, something different, something special. This is for that person looking to feel special. What are you going to do? Now, let's talk about feeling special. What is that all about? Where does that come from? What does feeling special come from? What is it? Feeling special is you knowing who you are, where you're going, and knowing that you are the divine manifestation of God. You are nothing but pure divinity at its spiritual core. The flesh is just the outward suit that we wear to survive this planet, to survive this atmosphere. A biological suit. That's all it is. And like anything that's biological, it's born, it gets old, and it goes back to where it came from. But what continues on forever and ever and ever is you, your truth, that spiritual, that special you that goes nowhere. It continues to exist and it continues to experience different types of existence. See, you chose to come here to have this experience that you're having. If that experience that you don't like, you chose that. Well, the reason why you can't connect the dots that you chose it is because you have chosen to accept and believe this false illusion of what we call life in this 3D realm, this 3D atmosphere, this 3D system. See, you took your default program, which is your spiritual self, and you set it aside to believe in systems, artificial systems, artificial leadership, artificial education. It's all artificial. You know why? It's artificial, fake stuff. It's like having a cheap knockoff of life. That's what it is. That whole idea of getting up, going to a job every day, 9 to 5, putting your money in a 401k and just be comfortable with that little bit of money that you got saved up. I know it might be millions, whatever, later on, but when you got people experiencing multiple millions, billions of dollars, they're experiencing it down while they're living on top of their game, able to, at a push of a button, go anywhere, do anything they want, while you, who according to the society, the cultural norm of getting an education and getting a job, you bought into that artificial existence. It's artificial. You know how it is. You get a cheap knockoff. You get something that seems like it's a good thing until you start using it. It wears out, wears down, it breaks down, and it's not like the real genuine article. See, your genuine self, which is the spiritual self, it don't get worn down. It doesn't get moved or it knows the truth. It doesn't have to fight and argue with people and be right or wrong. It doesn't care. See, it's the fake side of you that cares about those things. And when the fake side of you has these all of these societal ideas of what's right and wrong, it cares about, I need a job. I have to have this. So many people, I got bills. They so afraid of not being able to pay their bills. Losing their car or whatever it is, that they will not take a risk and go for that business idea, that multi-million-dollar idea, and they'll stick with the job and go for that salary because that's safe to them. And they don't want to run the risk of being rich or wealthy. No, see, in their mind, they're running the risk of losing the job, so they'll lose those little bit of things they got now. So do you realize you got to give up the little to get the lot? You got to give up a little to get a lot. You got to give up the little job, the little careers. You got to give all that up to get a lot. You can't keep that and go into the other, to the 1% level. You can't keep that. You can't have that little bit. And most people, that's what they're going for, the little. A lot of a little. hmm A lot of hours and time put into a job, eating at your life. Remember what I said at the beginning? Time is gonna go by. You before you know it, it'll be the January 1st. And you'll still be looking back and you doing the same thing you did January 1st the previous year that you said you wanted to get out of. Next thing you know, you're gonna let that go by so much, you're gonna just get comfortable and just say, you know what? I'm gonna lay down on this one and just accept what I got. I'm content. You're gonna make that excuse. You're gonna accept that lot in life. You're gonna accept the little. When you were promised abundance, you was promised life everlasting. You was promised all of these things. That's your promise. That's your birthright. But you sold out your birthright and sacrificed your inheritance and squandered your inheritance for the cheap knockoff of life, which is go to school, get a good education, and get a good job. That's a cheap knockoff. Why? Because it gives you cheap results. It gives you what? Takes away all of your time during the day, where you all you can do is sit back down and just decompress from all the nonsense you dealt with all day and pray that you get good rest and pray that the morning takes its time coming, because you do not want to get up out of that bed and get dressed and go to that job again. And then when the weekend comes, you pray that the weekend lasts forever. Why will you accept such a cheap knockoff existence like that? Why? When you can have it all you got to do is give that up to go for that. You got to make a decision. And I'm only talking to people that want something more. I'm talking to people that's okay with that cheap knockoff life. Anybody that's okay with that is probably insulted and mad that I said that it's a cheap knockoff of life. They get it. That's okay. You can be listen. You can be insulted by what I say, upset by what I say. If you are and it offends you, they got other channels that talk about others, talk about careers. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go get your PhD, BS degree. And when I say BS, I mean bullshit degree, not bachelor's of science. Go get it. Go have it. Go run up the student loan debt. They need more people on their payroll. They need more. Yeah, see, I asked the ancestors to tell me what to say. They go, this is what they told me to say. They need more educational hoes to, to pimp out. I'm my bad. Hey, that's what came to mind. That's what was told to say. They need more hoes for their system. Okay, let's the definition of what is a pimp? What does a pimp do? Is, if you want to really dig down and get down to the street of it, the hood of it all, the gangster of it all, it's pimping at its highest degree. Well, let me prove it. In the pimping world, what do? The pimp gets up women, get them to go out to work and bring him back the money. Right? Am I correct? And then he give them a little bit of crumbs to go live off of, just enough that they rely on him. Wait a minute. I know somebody that do that very well. And they do it better than any pimp on the street. And they do it on a billion worldwide scale. Pimp. In order to get a woman to fall for that game, he's got to manipulate her mind and get her thinking that she really need him. Okay. And let's bring it back to how we deal with things every day. I gotta strip it down to the raw details of it all. Think about this. They start pimping you to pimp your children. Go to this, go get to school, get this education, get well rounded, get all this stuff. Go get a job so that you could be an employee and they take their share of the money from you before you even get it. They don't even get in your hand yet. At least with the prostitute, they give her the money. And then she gives it to him. She could choose to say, I ain't giving them that they didn't want. No, you get your money, they get your check. Let me give pimp daddy, give the pimp his money first, then give you what's left over. Then once they give you what's left over, then you're taxed on all other levels. You go from being taxed from your wages, then you got to go buy groceries. There's the tax. You get gas, there's the tax. Buy clothes, there's the tax. Buy a car, there's the tax. House tax. That's a pimp. Even charge you to get what's free. If you could just collect your own rainwater or groundwater, because water's running in the ground. I told y'all that. People living in the country for years on well water without city water. No bill for that. But hey, come in the little city. We gonna run the water. We're gonna chemicalize it and give you our special concoctions, and you drink that. Well, you just get it natural out of the ground, where you can get the natural minerals from the ground. See how water is supposed to work. Take this little side road here. How water is supposed to work is you're supposed to naturally grow your food, naturally put waste into natural waste, not the chemicalized processed waste from the food that we eating now, but food that we eat naturally that we grow. Put that back into the ground. It creates nutrients for the plants to grow. So all of that you get back. You feed the land is feeding you. You feed it. But now with all these processed stuff, what's going back in the ground is chemicals. So any food you grow in the ground now is not going to be good, even though they're growing it. They're putting all this crap, that stuff in the store. So this is why people are unhealthy. So the groundwater that you get is going to come up. It's going to have the natural minerals from the earth that our body needs to operate at its optimal level. See, we went for the cheap knockoff of food, the cheap knockoff of water, the cheap knockoff of our every existence is cheap knockoff that they charging premium prices for. See, when you start sitting back and you open your eyes and your consciousness, you see this stuff clearly. They got you thinking, oh, I got to go work and I got to give this man my money. Give this whatever my money. This is my civic duty as a citizen. Am I opening your eyes now? Are you seeing what I'm seeing? The system has got people pimped at the highest level. They pimp so hard. If me talking like this, I sound like a what do you call a belligerent? No, I sound like a real preacher, a real minister of God. Teach you that you are created in the image of God and likeness of God. And the only thing that can govern you is God. The God within you. But when you start looking for other things, outer things, and for your saving, you will never see yourself as special. That's the problem. That's the missing link. Why you can't see yourself as special? Because you think everybody else is special but you. This is why people go to great lengths to put on all kind of masks, makeup, costumes. They hide behind the computers and Facebook and create fake personas through their little messages on these social media platforms. because they have not come to the realization and acceptance that who they are and the power that they hold. That's it. So you got a choice. Now that you know you're being pimped, now what you gonna do about that? Go into recovery program. You can go to a 12-step program to recover from this addiction to this pimping lifestyle that you've been pimped on, this whole lifestyle. Oh my goodness. What ancestor got me talking like that? Somebody. Oh, it's sad when you really think, when you really look at and strip it down to its bare bones and look at it, it's really, really, really bad that we accepted that. Joey Bounce. That's not the Joey Bounce that from old days. Peace, brother. How you doing? Joey Bounce. Peace to the God. What's going on? Um, yeah. This is it's not it's funny, but it's not funny because it's really this system has done a number on so many people that they commit suicide, they go into rehab, they take drugs, they tears up their family because of why? It's one simple thing. They don't know who they really are. It's that simple. They don't know. And when you try to give them the no, they reject it because they're so indoctrinated into this whole lifestyle that they can't let it go. It's a drug. You know, it is a drug for them. So, question and answers, Q&A, live. Go to that link that I have there. I'll put it up again. That's Telegram channel. That's how I'm conducting my Q&As. Let's see. There's only a few people on it. 3. And if you got a question, hit the I think there's like a thing where you hit your mic or try to hit unmute and then your hand, I'll see your hand up and then I open your mic up. So do that. Or you can just put your question in the chat. We could talk passport, name change. What is it? What is that? Trademarking. What else? Child support, IRS, tax problems. We could talk all that stuff. You just want to talk some spiritual talk. We could talk that too. The link is on the screen. But if you go in the chat, copy and paste it. Join my Church of Infinite Abundance channel there. And join in. The bed's growing out pretty good. I don't know, man. I'm gonna try to maintain and get it coming out a little bigger. I'm gonna try to maintain, but you see, when I do this, that means I'm fighting the urge to cut it off. Yeah. All right. So who's on the line while I'm waiting for question? Breckniel, peace to the gods. Karen. Good work. How you doing? Happy Thursday. C King Bay, peace. Big Man Master Abel Noble, peace. Divinity, peace. Joey Bounce again said, peace, Hakeem. Asar Tahuti L. Hotep to you, brother. DJ Thunder, evening, peace. Oh, long time listener and supporter. Long time lifelong. You said give it 2 more weeks. You love the bid. The itchy goes away. Man, you know what? It's not itching so bad. A couple of weeks ago it was. Now I'm into that. You know, when you're big, bro, you start pulling and doing this. That's a habit I'm starting to develop that I really don't want to develop. You know, but I'm just sitting up there doing this. that I see guys with beards do sometimes. They just see. I don't really want to drive that habit, but I've been doing it lately, just sitting there contemplating and doing this, you know. Oh, you know what I wanted to ask y'all? I'm gonna show y'all something. Somebody, this is someone makes this a picture I show of my face, like a little, I guess, cartoon, like animated looking thing that I had made a long time ago by brother. What's his name? He uh Marco, brother Marco. I don't know if y'all remember him. He made that for me, and some people have a positive reaction, but every now and then, a couple of people have this negative. And when I see this negative reaction that they have, oh, that looks evil, I cut them off immediately when they say that. Now, I want y'all honest opinion. I'm gonna show the picture and tell me what y'all think of this picture. I've seen it before, but I want your honest opinion. Now, that picture there, does that look evil to y'all? Well, give me your honest opinion of the picture. That's my question. I'm putting that question out. I guess nobody got a question to ask me because I'm looking. Nobody's got the hand on them. I'm putting it in the chat. Share it. How about y'all like and subscribe? Share the to all of your friends that's possibly trying to do discharge and it ain't working and all that stuff. Share the link so that they can get their questions answered. So I can tell them the truth about discharge, how much most of it's BS. Charles said it's a nice piece. Thank you. Charles Bryan also said, peace to the gods and goddess. And I did get your email, Brother Brian. I did get your email. Then Big Man said, no, it's not evil. You know, when I hear that, when someone says that, that automatically tells me they're a hater. I mean, evil if the eyes was red or something, I could see that, but they're not. They're like white. That looks evil. That looks, and you see their face like this. Like, you're a hater. To draw it, I meant. Draw it, I meant. What do you mean by draw it? It looked like someone drew it. Yeah, what they did was they took an actual photo and turned it into an animation. That's all it is. That's an actual photo of me that they took and turned into an animation and did that photo out of it. That's how they did it. It's a way to take your photos and turn them into an animated looking character. That's all he did. Marco, man, I haven't talked to him in a while. He said he would call me, and he didn't call me. Just life got him busy. See, Ren says a very powerful picture. See, that picture tells me who's got a positive or negative mindset. Yeah. And how it came up, I was shared a video with someone who was interested in the video, and they said that, oh, that picture looks. I'm like, what? I quickly didn't say anything and just said, you're a hater. How did you get evil from that picture? I'm sorry. I know it's a picture of me and I'm biased about it, but not evil. Thank you. She said, Corinne says, I see God in you. Thank you. That was the whole purpose of why I did the picture like that. I purposely told him to do my eyes like that because why? The light of the world is seen through these eyes. The light that when you receive that light, that means enlightenment, and that's the message I was trying to convey. You see, Brown said, "I have fire in you." Yes, sometimes my intensity can be a bit much for some people. And let you know what? The ancestors got me talking again. I'm on another rant for them. When you feel strongly about something and you have a mission in mind, it will be ones that really will try to burn that or not burn it, water that down and take that away from you. By see when people say little things like that, that's a little way of tearing you down. Because think about that. That looks evil. That's a picture of you, and someone to even make that comment is really trying to tear you down. And the reason why they're trying to tear you down, because in their eyes, you are a giant to them. You are a you are powerful. And they have to say things like that to bring you down to their feeling of being powerless. Okay? The Christ said, greater things you will do than I, meaning that you are powerful. You are all powerful, nothing but light and divinity. There's nothing small about you. There's nothing minute about your existence. The only thing that is minute, can be or possibly minute, is your belief that you are minute, that you are insignificant. It's just that idea that's insignificant. That is the only thing. Your belief about yourself. You have a belief of being small and being insignificant. This is why the church deliberately. Now I know the preachers of today don't not thinking that they're deliberately tearing you down, but the message, the whole idea, the whole theology of religion, especially in the I'm speaking in the Christianity aspect, is to tear you down. Oh, I came as to uplift us. Christ about it's to tear you down. Yes, it is. That whole theology is tearing down. You're a sinner. You can never measure up. You need God's mercy. You're nothing. You some scriptures they'll interpret. You're a filthy rag compared to God. You don't deserve God's mercy. What? That's tearing. If that's not called tearing you down, I don't know what is. See, that theology was meant to coincide. Let me call it what it is. That cheap knockoff of what God is all about, that cheap religion, theological, that pimping, that's what it is, pimping. Why? Because you give them all your money and they tell you wait on God to fix it. And then they might once in a while give a love donation to somebody that one of their friends. But you sitting there struggling, and you don't give them money every week, hoping for some type of downfall. And that's your fault. My fault. I did it too because I only gave it because I was hoping. Because everybody said you get it and you give it back. I didn't give it from the heart. I didn't give it because I wanted to help. I gave it because I wanted something to come back from it. You know, here's some hoping to get some other problem taken care of instead of giving from the heart and knowing that it's going to come back. Because whatever I give from the heart and bless with my finances or even with my help in situations from the heart, I'm always going to get back. See, we believed in a cheap knockoff of what we thought God was supposed to be. That's another thing. You were we were being prostituted, pimped. Yeah, right. Strung out. And it's time for us to realize that. Because if look at the results. I mean, they what they yield. They get their little oh, you get go get that, spend all that money, get that degree, get your master's. Somebody, I was walking my dog the other day, and this is I don't know, this woman had to be in her 60s. Oh, I got my master's degree. Like, what you getting a master's degree? You almost 70. For what? What's the purpose? See, the system got people so screwed up in their head. They going to do useless things for use. I was like, what did you get to? Is it going to help you get in? No, I just wanted to have that accomplishment. Hmm. See, that's what they call accomplishment, just getting a piece of paper. It ain't gonna make her no more money. Spend 2 years trying to get it, busting her head open to get it, and you just, I got this piece of paper. It costs all that money to get it. For what? When you could have just been took the 2 years and invested in a business, invested in some real estate to make more money or something. The system got us pimped so hard that we think that's accomplishment. To me, I was looking, that's a waste of damn time to me. And this is what's going on. I've seen more and more older people trying to go back and get these degrees for what? Because they don't want to die without it. They're not trying to get a promotion on the job. They're about to retire. They just want that to say, I did this before I died. And this is what the pimp has got people believing that that's what they need to feel accomplished. Not generational wealth, not prosperity, but a piece of paper. And the ancestors got me going in tonight. Wow. Ain't gonna give me no YouTube dollars on this one. So what? It ain't them little checks ain't nothing anyway. So maybe a gas tank. Think about it. People, it was said this to me with excitement. And I was like, I was excited to the point of they felt like they did something. But I was thinking, why would you spend 2 years trying to get something that you're not going to move the needle on your finances for? See, this is what the wealthy have learned. They learn how to use their time to maximize how much money they make in a short amount of time. Whereas the unwealthy have learned how to use their time to maximize how little they're going to make in a large amount of time. Hmm? Hmm? Thanks to Sim Shabazz. Yeah, we doing it. Yeah. They headed up there near the Canada where those wildfires at. And I'm working on getting them is some type of certification. Working on that. I forgot what it was. It cost about $80 a driver. Where they could go into Canada, get that real money, get that big money. Oh, I just went somewhere. The ancestors. I said what I had to say about being pimped on this level and how people are programmed to just think that these institutions are giving them an accomplishment. No, it's giving you debt. And if you don't even have no debt, it ain't giving you wealth. Because how many people got degrees and they broke still? Because they wasn't taught how to manage money. They wasn't taught how money really works. The school ain't gonna teach you how money really works. It's gonna teach you how money don't work so that you can don't know how to. Somebody said audio check. Can y'all hear me? Nope. Maybe they cut me off. Am I good out there? Hang on. Oh, it's working. I just checked it. I just yeah, I just checked it. Audio. They said they can hear me fine. Someone said audio check, no sound. And maybe you don't have the sound. Everybody else is hearing me. Yes, it works. Beth said it works fine. All right. Man, I was supposed to make this short. I'm up here dragging it out. I guess y'all ain't got no questions. So I said what I Shabazz said you headed to Canada now from San Antonio, 3 trucks. Wow, good job, brother. Good job. We need to link up. Maybe we can collaborate on some, business things, because I could use some more information. I hooked up with a guy, 27-year veteran. He's doing our dispatching. He's really teaching me a lot about the business. Uh, I've become very self-sufficient with the dispatching. So I booked this over the last 2 days. Well, at least week. I booked probably close to $4,000 in loads. Is what we need, man. I had to take the bull by the horn, baby. What? Okay, somebody said, "What are your thoughts on BC being hearsay and presenting it in court?" It is hearsay. Now you can now if you're presenting it as an authenticated document, yeah. But what's hearsay about the birth certificate is the time of birth, the day of birth, unless you have the people who were there at the time of that birth to substantiate it, is hearsay. It's hearsay. But the courts accept it as evidence. But depending on what you're going to use it for. I haven't seen where a birth certificate did any good in the courtroom. I know people have said that, but I have not seen that. I've used other techniques that has been very successful. So yeah, hearsay and listen to my show. There's a show that I did on birth certificate is hearsay. Yeah, and those are all my thoughts. That video. Good question. Let's see if we got another question. Okay, somebody said, I got my PO ready to go. Is it better to mail it in like you tell? Yes, it's better to mail it in registered mail. The reason why you mail it in registered mail because the registered mail label is going to go on the POA. POA. Go down there. No, mail it in. Mail it in exactly how I teach it. And you walk it in, how you gonna get the registered mail to activate the registered mail label that needs to go with that? By putting it through the system. Good question. Next. Let's go back to Telegram. Nobody got their hand up. Yeah, I guess y'all don't want to be heard on the air. Asking these questions. Oh, that's that dude. Asking that. Remember, this is a religious broadcast. Freedom of religion. I'm practicing my religion right now. You come up with some. Yes, there is a seminar date the end of July that will be in a. I'm not going to tell y'all yet, but it's going to be in a place that I've done seminars many a times. I got to get the details, and I know it's at the end of July. Okay, I got to get the details. I know that, but I'm going to put one together before then. I know I said Ohio. I said I just got a little sidetracked and just got, I gotta. That's why it's come to the point where I need someone who can help me schedule these things because I, I I forget that I need to schedule them. I was supposed to have a seminar in May, and weeks went by and it got too late. Now Al's on vacation, so I'm gonna have to catch him when he come off. Yes, there's definitely one at the end of the day. I'm supposed to be have done. Somebody contacted me about doing one in New York, but I haven't heard from them since then. If you want to still do that in New York, I'm down. I'm down for New York. I'm ready. I need to go back home. Now you got a choice. You could organize it and you charge what you want to charge for the event, but you would have to pay for my airfare and my time for me to be there. Uh, Contact me by email for the fee. Uh, or I could organize it and I charge and- for the event, and I cover the cost of the event and all of that. So there's two ways we could do this. I'd rather you organize it and you charge and you just pay me to show up. That's it. Show up. I'd rather that. Can you get a refund back from your pay stub if you are exempt? Well, if you're filing taxes and they feel like you didn't get enough taxes, you may or may not get a refund if that's the question you're asking. Okay. Now, if you're exempt, I don't know what type of exemption you're talking about. If you're exempt from taking out taxes, taxes work like this. You only get you it's called a refund, meaning they took money from you and they giving some of it back. So if they didn't take anything from you, it's big chances you won't get nothing back. But I'm not a tax expert. I wouldn't talk to a tax person. And he said somebody who's in the know said, don't play that exempt game because they'll put you on the what do you call lock-in letters after a while. They'll let that go for some years, but then they won't catch you. That's why it's better to have your own business or be 1099. You ain't got to worry about it. See, when this company get to the level where I'm hiring a lot of people, I'm not doing no W2s and W4s. We gonna do 1099 all day, baby. You're gonna get all your money you work for. Now you do what you want with that. With them, it's 1099 all day. That's how it's gonna work. You deal with your 100% the money you make, $5,000. That's exactly what you getting. Minus maybe if we got some type of employee thing where you know, some equipment or something like that. I got some plans on how I want to run that, you know, where we we offer some type incentives for our drivers are gonna have cell phones. They're not their little phone. They're gonna have our phones for company use and two-way direct connect abilities. That's the type of level I'm going to. I know, I know I ain't brought this up to you yet, but that's just I'm throwing it out there. But we could just not call boom, beep, beep, that. How you looking out there? You all right? Because sometimes them cell phone signals don't work, but that direct connect that works on a different frequency. So you don't do that. Someone said Seeking Bay said he has some old coworkers that got caught up with them locking letters, playing with them exemptions on their paychecks. Yes, they always get them. Now, I've been helping people with some locking letters and stuff like that, but it's work. It's hard to undo it. The reason why locking letters is tough is because the employers just listen to these letters. Now, why locking letters are unconstitutional is because you never had your day in court to prove somebody could just take your money. without a court order, just lock and let take his money. Take as much as we want to take, until we say so. That's not pimping. That's pimping. Treating you like a hoe. That's what that is. There ain't nothing good about it. That's nothing constitutional. There's nothing. There's no liberty and freedom in that. I don't care what anybody say. Well, it's your civic duty. Listen, that's not the way God intended us to exist. Yeah, but before you do that exempt stuff, know the consequences. If you ain't ready to fight that battle, leave that alone. Better to stay in that little matrix than to cause yourself more problems. Like, right, for instance, that brings to mind a couple of people that have contacted me after a long period, and it come with the discharge thing. I warned them, and they kept telling me, "Oh, I know I could do it. I know I could do. I know there's something to it. I know they had this belief system going." They want the car. They want it. Now, that belief system, see, it's one thing to be confident in what you're doing and knowing what you're doing, and that's one thing to be delusional about what you're doing. See, a lot of people with discharge are delusional. And the reason why they're delusional is because one thing, they got a get something for nothing mindset. And they're not looking at all the evidence. See, you got to look at the evidence. The evidence shows that most people, 99% who do discharge, 100 shoot. I don't know anybody that did discharge and it was successful. I know people who said it was successful. Like the other day on Facebook, my boy Omar hit me up. You see this? He said, "You see this nonsense?" Let me just read it. Read the what he sent me. Shouts out to Omar. Oh, you sure this nonsense? All right, let's find this text. Text. Here it is. It says here, this is like a Facebook stream, right? And it says this. Discharge my first car today. Hashtag free of charge. Hashtag no more car pad. Hashtag it's up. Hashtag clean title. Hashtag removed off credit report. Now, people who are not in the know or don't know any better, they go for that. Now, here's the question. People are trying to get content. And somebody asked, "Do you have title in hand?" Y'all want to hear y'all read all those hashtags. I read all that hashtag stuff, right? Y'all want to hear the answer? It is. Not yet. I just did the draft and sent off. It's showing on the credit report, and I need help getting it from Repo Lot. How is that discharge? But they got a big old post saying, "Discharge my first car today." And they got all these hashtags for your child. Hashtag no more carpet. Hashtag it's up. Hashtag clean title. Hashtag removed off credit. But now, a person who sees that, oh, she doing all that. She doing it big. But then when he get asked the question, you gonna put it's in the Repo Lot. Then somebody, my boy, he'll go back and forth with you. Trust me. If it's at the Repo Lot, it's not discharge. Then I'll add a little comment. It's in the Repo Lot because they did not accept your form of payment. So this is what I'm talking about. Year after year, day after day, people get on here with these types of posts. And let me tell y'all what that really is. They looking for attention. They ain't got nothing else going on in their life. but make up these types of stories to get people to like and give them attention. They're not real. Remember, it's a knockoff. They're cheap existence. They're not real. Some of these people are real. This AI is real. And some people biologically are acting just like an AI for the system. Artificial intelligence program to do exactly what the system wants them to do. Get people caught up. You right about that, DJ. Lie after lie after lie. What's the name? Say Qualcomm and PeopleNet are good communicators for your trucks if you can get a good contract with them. I will look into that, Fred Mitchell. Appreciate it. See what I'm saying? This nonsense. Oh, I did all this with your car at the repo lot. How's that discharge? Oh, they took your car because you didn't pay it. Broke ass. Shoot. But this is the stuff. Chief 3 Rivers L Bay. Peace, brother. This is what we dealing with, man. Beware of false prophet. They will say he is over there. Discharge is over there. It's over there. Don't believe him. You say he's in the woods. He's on the rooftop. He's over there at the temple. No, discharge is not there. Okay? The only one thing I see working, that's that recruitment process that people have got. 3 people paid off mortgages this year in my premium membership class. Okay? That's real. Amongst others. I'm just telling you about the 3. Akeem, are you at liberty to share the Tampa seminar or private? What Tampa seminar? I'm not doing a seminar in Tampa. Unless you're talking about something else. I'm going to a seminar with Myron Golden. You can go on his website and buy his tickets, and that's how you get there if they got any left. That's what I'm going to do in seminar in Tampa. That's not learning about this. I'm learning how to run a multi-million-dollar business from a multi-millionaire. That's what I'm doing. Like I did, I went to London. This is on the equivalent of that. I'm holding out for some people that got some questions, but nobody want to come on live and speak their piece. They want to put it out there. Maybe next time. I just got to keep doing it. Be careful with that discharge stuff, man. I'm here to tell you. I've been around a long time. I've seen everything, and everybody comes at me the same way. Oh, this one's different. They doing it. They making it happen. And I asked the one question: did you actually see it happen? Did they show you proof? They start looking up here, whatever it is in their mind, wherever they looking, they start looking everywhere. They ain't never come out with that answer. Yeah, I seen it. Okay. I am 100% on discharge. No one has come in and defeated me with that to say I was wrong. And I want to prove me wrong so I can stop talking. Shut me down with showing me proof. That's the challenge. Here's the challenge. This is a never-ending challenge. Come shut me down, shut my mouth up about discharge is a bunch of BS. Shut it down. Show me the money. Show me the discharge, a real discharge. Okay? I don't want to hear nothing. Oh, they seal the case. They do this. That's that. Lies always say that. And people are so caught up, they blame it on themselves. Oh, I just didn't do this right. Like somebody was told me up last week under the false pretenses of they wanted to buy my membership. just to get some information. And they want to tell me about all of this, what they do. And I had to shut them down. I got other people to talk to. Discharge don't work. I ain't never seen it work. Well, let me tell you this. They want to tell. I don't have time for your stories. And they always come in under the guise of using some fancy word to say hello. I don't know. It wasn't OTEP. It wasn't something else. Assalamu alaikum. It was some other word I'd never heard. And when I hear that, I'll be like, oh, here we go again with these poor, righteous, self-righteous, broke, trying to get something for nothing discharges. And I was mad that I even entertained that conversation. I had to spiritually detox off that conversation. I could hear the downtrodden spirit in their voice, but they wasn't trying to change nothing. So I wasn't even trying to give them no light. I wanted to get the hell off the phone. Some demons you just got to run from. Okay, you ain't gonna sit there and try to do nothing with it. Not that they have power over you. Ain't nothing fixing that. Let them be a demon. I think I spent 15 minutes or so on the phone with them. And maybe not even that long, but it seemed like it was that long. So I was like, I got to go. And they kept trying to segue into something else. His son was in jail and all this other nonsense. Do y'all know that there's a lot of people faking spirituality? They say the spiritual words, but you can hear in their voice and their action that there is not one thing spiritual about them. It's like Jesus has said, false preachers have a form of godly devotion, but proven false to its power. And to all of those that, they know all of these spiritual rituals, this and that, can't tell them nothing, but they got all kind of shit going on in their life. Things falling out, and they blame. And here's the thing: they blame it on everybody else. Oh, it's the system. It's that. It's the evil ones. They coming to tear my positivity down. No, who you evil? What ancestors talking tonight, man? Who is this? I be just using all kind of words that I normally wouldn't use. Sometimes I got to come at you raw. Of course, I'm gonna continue to speak the word and help with the spiritual guidance. That's my real work. All that other stuff is secondary. That's my second job. This is my first job, my first thing. This is it. A lot of people are stuck on the system autopilot. Yes, sir, they are. Tiki Bay say LOL. Yeah. It's 9:14. I waited. I waited for somebody to come on and give me a question. I guess they didn't have a question. Nobody wanted to join me live on Telegram. But y'all did ask some good questions in the chat. Appreciate those that did ask the questions. Share this stream with other people that I'm on. And it seems like it's getting bigger and bigger every time I do it. That's why I'm gonna stay consistent every day. I didn't do a show yesterday. I apologize. I was truly exhausted because I just finished up the truck. My body was a little aching because I was bent. Bending down. Myron Golden. That's the guy. I like that guy. He used the Bible to teach too. I like him. Right up my alley. I'm gonna check this one more time. Anybody there? All right. Here's what I got to say. top off the night, let y'all go enjoy the rest of your evening. The time is now to make it happen. Before you know it, it's going to be January 1st, and you still be saying the same thing you said today. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll put it off. I'm gonna watch this movie first before I do what I need to do. I'm gonna have some entertainment. I have some fun. I gotta have balance. That all of those things. You're gonna be saying that next year. And I always challenge people when they tell me that. I said, "You said that before. And look at where your business is right now. They don't. They, thank you. I appreciate you listening, Chief Three Rivers L Bay. All right. Well, that being said, I send out to everyone peace, prosperity, and extreme wealth to you and yours. May you I have to get this question. I have to. Thanks for asking this at the last minute, Doctor. Hold on a second. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna answer that question. I turn the music down. I turn it down. Damn. Why do courts not honor the UCC filings in the dischargement process? Because they're garbage. It's junk. They don't have to follow. What rule book says that you need to put a UCC filing in the dischargement process in the case? What procedure do you know that the court support that that's how you defeat a case? People been telling that same story for years. It is junk. Trash. No good. That's the best answer I can give you. It don't work, and it will never work. It's not that they're not honoring it. They don't have to honor it because it's trash. Why would you honor trash? Okay. Okay, you come. Let me put it like this. I live the United States of America, and our currency is the US dollar, right? That fiat, right? So I can have a big old gold bar and I walk in the store and buy something. Are they going to honor that? Somebody might take it and say, I'll take it. And then they'll take their dollars out their pocket and pay for what you're trying to buy. And they keep that gold bar. But really, can you give a gold bar to the store and they can give you change for it? Why? Because under their policy and procedures, it's not an acceptable form of currency that they can exchange for anything else. This is a fiat country, so they can't take real money. Now you go trying to do a UCC, a dischargement, and you're trying to put that into a case. Their rules say they can't accept it. They can only follow their policies and procedures to beat those cases. First of all, to even try to pay off a case is to say you're guilty. Right. And whoever gave y'all that answer was an agent. I'm convinced it was. Because I've seen people go in there time and time again with that nonsense and still get problems. Some even go to jail. I know a guy who put discharge paperwork and did a money order in the paperwork, and he got convicted. They was going to just let him stay home, and he put another one in, and they sentenced him and his family to jail. for trying to discharge. That was one of my first experience with discharge, seeing that. And they were told, "Oh, they did it wrong. It's your fault. You didn't do this." No, the whole thing is bogus. That's what's wrong. Use your passport expenditures in next week. Use it how? What do you mean? Use it. I'm waiting. Giving you time to. I know it's a little lag. Use it how? Huh? If you're trying to use it in a court case, I don't know where you get that information from to put it in a case. I don't teach that. You might want to get a consultation with me, my brother, and get some facts. Come on, I want to get off. I got things to do. I guess you ain't. I'm about to get off, my brother. You don't come back with how you plan on using it. All right, man. All right, that's it. All right. Well, I just have to answer that next Thursday. Save it. All right. Peace, prosperity, extreme wealth for the second time. I'm out.